Hi friends, in this video we will discuss about wave particle duality. In case of light, some phenomena like interference, diffraction, etc. can be explained if light is supposed to have wave character. However, certain other phenomena such as black body radiation and photoelectric effect can be explained only if it is believed to be a stream of photons, that is, has a particle character. Thus, light is said to have a dual character. Such studies on light were made by Einstein in 1905. Experimental verification of wave character, or otherwise called Davison-Germes experiment. So, in this experiment, electrons were emitted from a hot filament and were accelerated by a potential range from 40 to 68 electron volt before striking a nickel plate, an angle 50 degree. The diffracted electrons, which are similar to those given by X-rays. Substituting the various values, we get lambda max value 1.668 angstrom. This value very close to de Broglie experiment value, that is 1.226 angstrom. Verification of particle character. The particle character of the electron is proved by the following different experiments. Experiment such as J.J. Thomson's experiment for determination of the ratio of charge to mass, that is E by m, and Millikan oil drop experiment for determination of charge on electron also shows that electron has a particle character. When an electron strikes a zinc sulfide screen, a spot of light known as scintillation is produced. A scintillation is localized on the zinc sulfide screen. Therefore, the striking electron which produces it also must be localized and is not spread out on the screen, but the localized character is possessed by a particle. Hence, electron has a particle character. The phenomenon of black body radiations and photoelectric effect also proves that particle nature of the radiation. Louis de Broglie, a French physicist, in 1924 advanced the idea that, like photons, all materials, particles such as electron, proton, atom, molecule, a piece of chalk, a piece of stone, or iron ball possessed both wave character as well as particle character. The wave associated with the particle is called a matter wave. The wavelength of the wave associated with any material particle was calculated by analog with the photons as follows. So, according to Planck quantum theory, we know E equal to h nu. According to Einstein equation, E equal to mc square. Therefore, from equation number 1 and 2, h nu must be equal to mc square. So, nu frequency must be equal to c by lambda. Therefore, h into c by lambda equal to mc square. The wavelength must be equal to h by mv or h by mc, or otherwise called h by p. So, p is the momentum of the particle, h is the Planck constant, so m is the mass of electron, v and c is the velocity of light. This is well known. So, these above equations is called de Broglie equations, and lambda is called de Broglie wavelength. So, this de Broglie equation lies in the fact that it relates the particle character with the wave character of matter. So this de Broglie equations find applications in the construction of electron microscope and in the study of a surface structure of the solids by electron diffraction. So this de Broglie concept can be applied not only to electrons but also to other small particles like neutrons, protons, atoms, molecules, etc. So next topic, experimental verification of de Broglie equation. An electron charge E be accelerated by a potential V, then the kinetic energy would be kinetic energy equal to potential into E. We know kinetic energy must be equal to 1 by 2 mv square, therefore of mv square equal to V into E. So V square equal to 2 into VE by M. So we get square root of 2 VE by M. Substitute this value in de Broglie wavelength, we get lambda equal to h by square root of 2 MeV. This is another form of the de Broglie equation. Substitute the various values like Planck constant, mass of electron, electronic charge. So we have the lambda equal to 12.26 into 10 power minus 10 meter v power minus 1 by 2. So otherwise called 12.26 into 10 power minus 10 meter by square root of V. If the potential is 100 volt, the lambda becomes equal to 1.226 angstrom. This value is similar to the value of X-rays. So this is the another form of de Broglie equations where Ek is the kinetic energy, Qv is the potential energy, Kt is the Boltzmann constant. So 2019 PGTRBல so de Broglie wavelength பேஸ் பண்ணி 3 to 4 questions கேட்டிருந்தாங்க. ஸோ இப்போ நீங்கள் ப்ராப்ளம்ஸ் நிறைய நீங்கள் ஒர்க் பண்ணுங்க, ஓகேங்களா. ஸோ இதை பேஸ் பண்ணி ஒரு 2 ப்ராப்ளம்ஸ் நம்ம இங்கே பார்க்கலாம். ஸோ ஃபஸ்ட்டு ப்ராப்ளம், calculate the momentum of a particle which has a de Broglie wavelength of 1 angstrom. ஸோ என்ன கொடுத்துருக்காங்கன்னா வேவ் லெங்த் கொடுத்துருக்காங்க 1 angstrom, மொமெண்டம் கேட்குறாங்க. ஸோ P வந்து கொஷின் மார்க். ஸோ we know de Broglie wavelength lambda equal to h by p. ஸோ h is the Planck constant, அதோட வேல்யூ நமக்கு தெரியும் 6.626 10 power minus 34 kilogram meter square second inverse. ஸோ lambda தான் given value 1 angstrom, it is equal to 10 power minus 10 meter. அப்போ நமக்கு ஆன்சர் வந்து பார்த்தீங்கன்னா 10 power minus 10 10 power minus 34 கேன்சல் ஆச்சுன்னா we get 10 power minus 24 kilogram meter second inverse. அவ்வளோதான், ரொம்ப சிம்பிளான ஒரு ப்ராப்ளம் தான். சரி, நெக்ஸ்ட்டு ப்ராப்ளம், வெலாசிட்டி கொடுத்துருக்காங்க 1.20 in 10 power 5 மீட்டர் செகண்ட் இன்வர்ஸ்னு சொல்லிட்டு. ஸோ கால்குலேட் த வேவ் லெங்த் ஆஃப் எலக்ட்ரான், இது நம்ம கேட்குறாங்க. ஸோ வேவ் லெங்த் ஆஃப் எலக்ட்ரான், இப்போ எலக்ட்ரான் சொன்னால் அவருடைய மாஸ் கொடுக்க மாட்டாங்க. ஸோ மாஸ் நமக்கு தெரியும் 9.1 in 10 power minus 31 kilogram. இப்போ வேவ் லெங்த்தோட ஃபார்முலா lambda equal to h by mv. ஸோ h வந்து கான்ஸ்டன்ட், m நமக்கு தெரியும், வெலாசிட்டி கொடுத்துட்டாங்க. ஸோ இது நம்ம அப்ளை பண்ணால் we get 0.6 into 10 power minus 10 மீட்டர். இது நம்ம 6 நானோமீட்டர் நம்ம எழுதலாம். இப்போ ஆன்சர் நீங்கள் பார்த்துட்டு அதுக்கப்புறம் நீங்கள் யூனிட்டை வந்து ஃபிக்ஸ் பண்ணுங்கள். Thank you friends.